it's really hard to live with two people you've never met before.
Duquesne continues to accept record amounts of students each year without adjusting the housing situation to accommodate them. There are currently 129 more students in St. Anne's than the building was built to hold. There are various forced triples and lounge transformed into quads. Here are a few students directly affected by this.
None of us had the same schedules in the morning, so I feel like it was a lot of getting up at different times and waking up the other roommates sometimes, and we'd all go to classes, and then later on, you want to study, so I feel like it was a hard thing to study all at the same time, so a lot of people would leave the room, and sometimes it would get awkward, and I don't know, we would all go to bed at different times as well, so that became difficult too.
We all have class at 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so we have to get dressed at the same time. All of my stuff is either under my roommate's bed or in my wardrobe behind my other roommate's desk. So I can never actually get to my clothes until they all leave.
Usually there was always somebody in the room. You would get back and somebody would be there, or you would get back and they would just be leaving, and you'd be there for a little bit, and then the other person would come back. So it was you got pretty close to everybody. You figured out everybody's schedules. You kind of knew when everybody had class and when they were going to be around. So you got used to that, and you talked a lot with them because you're always in the room. You got to know their habits really well.
Waking up in the morning, my one roommate, Julie, and I would get up at the same time, and then our other roommate, Jackie, could still sleep, and, getting ready takes time, and you start to make noise, and I think I upset my one roommate by waking her up, and it was just a lot of tension, and all of us get along fine, like, we're all friends. It's just that when we were roommates, it's just too many people in a room and there's too much noise going around, so I felt like there was a lot of not fighting, just a lot of indifferences, I guess.
Okay, so of course if you have 3 people living in a room and it's like odd numbers, you're going to have a little bit of fighting. So there was one day where 2 of us were one of us was mad at the other 2, and it kind of made things awkward for the rest of the month. So that was probably the worst day, and it kind of spilled over into a couple other days, so that was kind of hard.
It makes me less willing to write papers, which I really need to do, but I can never write whenever people are around, and Jess is up until 3 or 4 in the morning, so people are always around.
I definitely did. I think that I used to always do my homework at my desk. I was really good at sitting down and doing it usually, but in the triple, it was kind of awkward. My desk wasn't really a good area to do homework. It was really cramped. It was right up against somebody, the other girl at my dorm's desk, and it's hard to do homework there, so I would do my homework on my bed, but I don't know, it feels more relaxed when I'm doing homework on my bed, so I get distracted more easily. So I was kind of more of a procrastinator. I would fall asleep, and sometimes I would fall asleep with my laptop, in my bed, and just wake up and, oh, look, there's my homework that I didn't do.
I don't think so. It kind of added more stress. Studying became more difficult. It made me not enjoy my freshman year probably as much as I could have, because I was like, oh, I'm not going to make friends because of the differences that my roommates had. But like I said, we're all friends. It's just that as roommates, it was just really hard.
There was basically no price reduction. I mean, you pay pretty much the same thing you do for a double as you do for a triple. It doesn't really make that much of a difference.
Kind of, but they never told us how much we actually are paying, whether it's the triple price or double price for 3.
Privacy was affected. When you would want to have friends over, it was difficult. Also, I feel like a lot of your personal life is being shared with 2 other people, so it's just a lot of privacy invasiveness.
Allison will bring her boyfriends up to see the room without telling anyone that they're coming. Jess never really leaves the room, so there's never any privacy at all. Allison is almost always gone, though.
Yeah, definitely, because sometimes, you just want to be alone and, like, dance around and sing or whatever, and you can't because you know that there's other people in there, and they'll probably laugh at you if you do that. I plan on living off campus somewhere. I don't know where yet, but not on campus.